special agent in charge, Thibault, was a key official involved in opening the Elector case that became the Jack Smith lawfare operation. That's not supposed to happen. An official at Thibault's rank and position isn't supposed to open cases.
That was Senator Chuck Grassley dropping a bombshell about whistleblower disclosures of a known rogue anti-Trump FBI agent, Timothy Thibault. He's known for not liking Trump, allegedly opening up a secret FBI probe against President Trump to help Jack Smith's 2020 case to throw Trump in jail. Joining us now, American Majority CEO Ned Ryun. What's your take on this? Are there more shoes to drop like this about political bias at the FBI? Because the records show Democrats went after Trump even before he sat down in the Oval Office the first time in 2017.
Absolutely, Liz. I think we are going to uncover a lot more. I mean, this is obviously thuggish and gangster-style behavior from the FBI. Obviously, predicated Jack Smith's bogus investigation. The whole point of Jack Smith was for him to take out Donald Trump before November 5th, and he failed miserably, thank God. But I think it's time for President Trump to do something, a special presidential commission in which he appoints all the members of that commission, gives them full investigative and subpoena powers, and has that commission report directly to him. And then when Pam Bondi and Kash Patel and Tulsi Gabbard, John Ratcliffe's already confirmed, have all of them come before the commission, have those hearings be public. And I think if Trump were to do this, he needs to announce, I'm doing this for the American people. This abuse has been done in the name of the American people. They have funded it. And the American people deserve to know the whole truth of what's happened in the last 9 years with the FBI, the DOJ, and our intel community. And in the end, Liz, I think they should do a final report with recommendations, including stripping even more people of any security clearances, prosecutions, legislative reform for Congress. It's time to pull back and have radical transparency and accountability for these institutions that have been massively abused over the last 9 years. You know,
Timothy Thibault, to your point, was already let go from the FBI after being accused of anti-Trump politics postings on social media. Senator Grassley said Thibault had no authority and no predication to open up the secret probe against Trump, that only special agents can do that, but that Thibault broke protocol to get the FBI to go after Trump.
These people viewed the law as more a series of suggestions that they could either follow or not follow as they viewed it convenient to pursue their political opponents. Because let's not forget, Liz, this was all about pursuing political opponents over policy differences. And the DOJ and the FBI were absolutely weaponized against Donald Trump because they viewed him as an existential threat to the status quo and everything that has been going on in D.C. for decades. And they abused everything, the trust and the power given to them. And I think the American people, to restore trust into these institutions, you have to have radical transparency and accountability, which are two of the scariest words in D.C., by the way. People don't want to have transparency. They don't want to have accountability. And I think President Trump needs to start this special presidential commission to bring those things about, to make sure that this never happens again. I mean, this is a crisis of confidence in major institutions in our government. And the only way you restore it is for there to be consequences and to have that transparency and accountability.
A sunlight, a Truth and Reconciliation Commission to stop political bias at these agencies. Let's listen to Senate Democrats. They went hard after Kash Patel today. Let's get your reaction to what happened. Watch.
Is that what you said?
That's completely incorrect, and I appreciate the opportunity to address that.
I'll give you an opportunity in writing, but this is my time now.
Have at it.
Could he just answer the question if he said that the FBI headquarters, where they investigate cybercrime and terrorism, should be shut down and opened as a deep state,
Mr. Chair.
as a museum? Did he say that the headquarters should be shut down?
Mr. Chair.
I deserve an answer to that question. He is asking to be head of the FBI, and he said that their headquarters should be shut down.
If the best attacks on me are going to be false accusations and grotesque mischaracterizations, the only thing this body is doing is defeating the credibility of the men and women at the FBI. I stood with them here in this country. In every theater of war we have, I was on the ground in service of this nation. And any accusations leveled against me that I would somehow put political bias before the Constitution are grotesquely unfair.
President Trump's made clear in public statements he wants to use the FBI to persecute political adversaries.
The fact that you would be willing to say that in front of these people in the American audience shows how much of a divide we actually have to restore a law enforcement that is constitutionally based, de-weaponized, and depoliticized.
Kash Patel talking about depoliticizing the FBI. Let me turn to this comment about the FBI's Washington headquarters, turning it into a museum. Listen, Ned, he was trying to convey his belief that 11,000 of the FBI's 38,000 agents working in the D.C. area offices should be out in the field catching bad guys, catching murderers, catching rapists. They should be fighting crime. It's ridiculous to have a third of the FBI workforce holed up in D.C. That's what Kash Patel was talking about. Take that on.
I think one of the best nominations, and Trump has made a lot of them, and I am supporting all of them. I think Kash Patel is one of his best nominations. I told Trump, as much as you need some of these people to go in and clean out these institutions, you need somebody that is deeply loyal to you to go into the FBI and completely and radically reform it and get it back to its whole purpose, which is upholding the rule of law and serving the American people. And I think Kash Patel is overly qualified in many ways to be that person. So I hope they actually get him through this committee and then get him confirmed and let him get down to business, because the American people deserve it.
Ned Ryun. Who knew you were adopted already, given how nice you've been about Kash Patel? Thank you, Ned Ryun. It's good to see you.
Thanks,
Come
Liz.
back soon.